Oh, hello, hello, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. Everyone's week is going well. Off to a good start. A bit of resource gathering. Bit of buying. Oh, actually, I mainly need wing balls. Still not grown? I thought they would grow quicker than this. That one. Wing ball. Give me. I don't think I need anything else. Perfect. Ooh, could be one. Could be one. Let us see. Yeah, all good. Everything is working. I'm gonna go Silgu. Go check Silgu. Go and grab them. Berries, berries, berries. Shiny would be nice, but we'll take the berries. Man, no shinies. That is fine. Anyway, great. Hope you're doing well. Hope your weekend was good. Your week is off to a good start. Maybe one of these where nothing gets captured. Oh, I hate it when it's bad. No. Why does it always go so bad? One. Cannot catch me out like that, I'm afraid. I forgot I've got a group of Hapinis. Ooh. Oh, I was just out of range. I shouldn't have jumped back into them. Annoying because they hit you and then they run off. I completely forgot how skittish some of these Pokemon were. They are so skittish. Well, I'm going to do good Mercury. That is the main thing, right? Perfect. No, I'm clearly targeting a different one. I also forget, I think you can press... okay. Why give me the option? I'm gonna go for the Murkrows. I need as many of the berries as I can get. And it was just poor. Poor. Very poor optimization. Alright, it's good, Mercury. It's a good way to live life. A very good way to live life. Murkrow. Bushes. Oh, my friend. I love it when they can be caught easily. It really makes my day when it's just quick, easy captures. The berries. Actually, I just love it when the mons are aggressive. It's just so useful. When they're skittish, they're more of a pain to deal with. Because it's like you throw a ball and then they run away, and then you try and throw another ball and then they run away. It's just an absolute pain. I might have to do some PC organizing as well at some point. Return back to the village. Back to the village we go. Oh, but man, there was some drama. I love the game, in case it wasn't clear. Twice. I love the game Ark Survival Evolved and subsequently Ark Survival Ascended. Man, this weekend there was a huge drama going down in that space. And what's funny is the main perpetrator, not the main perpetrator, someone who was involved quite heavily in it, did like a massive U-turn. And it's always funny I always like it when that happens. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you knew you were wrong, but you still defended it, and it blew up in your face. It's just funny. Very funny that happens. But welcome in, Greg. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day is going good. Windem, your day's going well. Thank you very much for subscribing. Never needed, but greatly appreciated. Still want a shiny unknown. I'm 100% certain I don't have one. I'm 90% certain I don't have one. It really is. And the excuse that was given, like, even though they were like massively wrong, was that the information's on Google, so that means it's fine for them to use without like crediting any source. He was like, man, that's so bad. Be like, yeah, it's on. Oh no, I don't want to go here. I want to go over and grab more berries. Yeah, it's like saying, oh no, yeah, I just copied it because it's on Google. It's like me copying a video from another creator and being like, no, I checked, it's okay to use because I got the information from Google. No, I think a big portion of it came down to, as with everything nowadays, the use of AI in the development of the site. As with a lot of things, AI just kind of just pinches it. Well, it steals. Let's be honest, it steals. I was gonna try and like make it sound more politically, nice, but no, it just steals. There's no way about it. Like, creatively, AI has no creative sense. AI just steals the hard work of other people. You, I do believe... Oh no, you're only one. I thought you were two. Why would you go for the one I'm clearly not looking at? But it's just... It was just funny watching this, like, blatant self-destruction of it. Like... I had to sit there and laugh. You know, it's one of those situations where all you can kind of do is sit there and laugh and go, yeah, I can quite, like, it took like 3 seconds for like all the information to come out. And it's like, yeah, looking at it, it very clearly is the case. And now I think the people in charge of it are trying to do damage control, but like it's too late to do damage control unless they completely like redo the site, which they're not going to do. Because that takes more time and costs more money. Oh, I'd so want to go if that was a Chimchar outbreak. I've got a weak spot for Chimchar. Very, very weak spot. Again, I think... Not that I think, like, how AI has been trained is good. Because, you know, I think we can all agree stealing anything, you know, AI just scrapes the internet and just takes whatever it wants. But for like non-generative things, I think it can be useful. And by that I mean, for the sake of asking it like to get you all the information on a train ticket, I think is different to create me a picture of something. Again, how they got the information, how they got all of that is a completely different thing. But I do think there are levels to AI usage. Oh yeah, dealing with people who are I'm gonna say headstrong in their ways is definitely difficult. Anyone who is like mega headstrong in their ways is always always tough. Now can I? There you go. Yeah, no, that's fine. Really interesting because obviously the shorts stream doesn't appear anywhere on the channel. I didn't check yesterday if the audio levels were all good on it or anything like that, which was bad. I should have done it, but I do believe it is all okay. I mean, I just listened to a bit of it. It seems good, so I'm going to assume that it is all good. Ooh, could be. I keep thinking up top means there's a Spiritomb. I know that they can be anywhere. I've seen them in the bottom before, so I'm not going to sit there and go, yep, definitely a Spiritomb. No Spiritomb. However, we will go and get more berries. How am I looking for them actually? 61, yeah, we'll take more. More is always good. More is a necessity, right? How's the best way to do this? Probably jumping down and hiding behind rocks. Give me a bit of cover. Why would I go for the one that's behind rocks first? Right, if you give me a target and you lock onto something, like, actually hit it. That's all it needs to do. This one's going to be a fighting one. That's flamethrower. I'm here for your berries. Do not fight me. Ouch. I do half decently unless you try and sneak attack me. Okay, that's really annoying. I cannot hit you while you're underwater, but you can start an attack under the mud. But you can start attacking me. That's not fair. Am I that worried about them? Not particularly. I got my amount back. Yeah, some people are like that, Mercury. Some people are like that. You know what was really annoying? I was going to start the stream today with the starting soon screen, and then I realized doing this dual stream situation is I have to have both of them to be technically streaming, which sucks because I absolutely I was just like, I'll just have the vertical one going have the timer, and then once I'm starting, I'll then start up the short stream. It's like, nope, both of them have got to be done exactly the same. Which sucks, and it doesn't even make sense because they're different encoders. Like, they're coming from different sources. Not a fan of it. Man, you say that, the best conversations I have had in recent years have been with Brick Walls. You know, they're really good listeners. Just like Walls in general, just such good listeners. They'll listen to what you say, they won't judge. It's wonderful. But most people that are like Brick Walls aren't as good as communications as Brick Walls, and it sucks. If they were half as good, it would be nice. Another one. Another one. That could be. I'm hoping for. Well, I keep thinking, man, I want a Turtwig. Give Munchlax a good bit for luck. Ooh, I'm half tempted to go for the Ghastly, but I mean, I don't need more berries just yet. I wonder if my other ones are actually grown now. Taking so long for them to grow. I wish they would hurry up and do it. I just like to let people talk. If they want to talk, let them talk and just don't say anything. And then once they're done, then start. There we go. Finally grown. See how many we get. Oh, I paid you 20 grand and you didn't give me a lot of berries. How many did you give me? 1? 2. Okay. I wonder if there's a rotation that you can do for these crops to, like, guarantee you get the maximum amount every time. Yeah, Brick Walls are wonderful, wonderful conversation holders. They don't talk, they don't interrupt. They're very good for conversations. Oh man, it's payday this week. I'm so looking forward to it. I love payday. I'm one of those people who love and hate payday. I love payday because I'm like, end of the month, I get money. But then I hate it because all my money is basically already assigned before I even get it. Which sucks. It means I can't do any, well, I mean, it's good because it means I can't do any spontaneous spending. Which is always nice. Yeah, it's the best way to be Mercury. That is the best way to do it. I kind of want to go to Monferno, but I also shouldn't. Hippo pass. Don't need one. But it's nice. Although I keep thinking I might need to move away from Windows as an operating system. Kind of sucks. It kind of very sucks. I very much need to think about swapping to an OS that's a little bit better. Keep thinking Linux, but I'm like, it takes so much time to start like getting used to it. So I'm also half apprehensive of doing it. Ooh, I mean, there's such good Pokemon, but I'm not really after either of them. Yeah, it's the best way to be Mercury. That's what I do at family gatherings. I always try and spend time with the people who actually hold conversations, similar interests and things like that. Makes it so much easier to communicate, even if I do talk to them a lot. No, I quite clearly didn't click on that. I absolutely despise eBay at the minute for selling. Unknown. Oh, and Spiritomb. Go check that. eBay at the minute is so focused on the live selling side of things to compete with TikTok Shop. It's just so bad. It is so difficult to click on anything without it going, did you want to watch a live stream? Like, no, I don't want to watch people selling clothes. I mean, it's either clothes or trading cards. That's primarily what's sold on eBay Live. Which is fine if that's what you're after, but the problem with both of those is typically you get overcharged for it because you're paying more money. Oh wow, I managed to grab that. Okay, that was just bad. Nope. I quite clearly don't need Braviary. Go running. I was so hoping that this game was going to get a visual update when it came to the Switch 2. I think this is the one game that... What did get a visual update? Oh, I mean... Scarlet and Violet got a new... a new version. They got a Switch 2 edition, right? But nothing else really did. And I kind of wish some of the other games did, because I feel like the game's not bad. Like, it is very much stylized. I'm not against it, but would have much preferred a new version. Right. Spiritomb has got to be caught like this, because it's the only way to catch Spiritomb. Hello? Some of these pretty awkward to... That tree definitely saved me then. Get this one. Second stage? Nope. We've not had any second stage pops yet out of anything that's not been like predetermined. They do. Am I correct in remembering that is a thing? I know you can get one sometimes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. No, there's nothing going on there. But yeah, very, very chill. I forgot how much I do actually enjoy this game. I love the style of this game. I'm so sad that Legends ZA went forward in time. I understand that they kind of thought that's where the story had to go, but I just so much prefer exploring the ideas of ancient Pokemon. It's just so interesting to me. Alright, Mercury. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoy your music. Hope you enjoy your rest. We'll see you whenever we next see you. Thank you very much for stopping by. I think there's so much potential in ancient history rather than going forward in time. Like, it makes sense that the current gen releases are like current time. It would just be so much better if like the in-between games went back in time. Like Unova, pre-Unova or early Unova could be so interesting of a story to tell. I just wish they did that. The problem is, I'm like, I would have loved it if Legends ZA, instead of being future, was the past, and it was the fight that led to the creation of the ultimate weapon. I understand to that degree it makes Pokemon a darker story, but I really think it can afford to lean into that in some of the games. I think it should lean into it a bit more. It's just such, I think, a missed opportunity to be like, yeah, no, this is what it is. I think Conquest was kind of like that, but again, I've never played Conquest, so I don't actually know. Can't remember if it's, well, it's like a feudal game, isn't it? Pretty sure. Have a look. Come on, Conquest. No, it is an e-game, but it is definitely more of an ancient Pokemon game. I just wish they did more of that. Oh, it's just such a missed opportunity, I think. Like, in these games, they always hint to stuff that happens in the past, but they never show it. Like, man, how cool would it be to go and see the original true dragon before it split into Zekrom, Reshiram, and Kyurem? It'd be so cool to see that. Like, you can show us the events that led to it splitting. But then the problem is, that kind of side of the storyline is a bit darker. So it wouldn't be an E for everyone game. Which I think is the problem. Like, they can get around the E for everyone when it's like a backstory, but I think if you focused on the whole game being that, I definitely think it would be a bit riskier. I just wish that they updated this game. Give it the Give it a Scarlet and Violet treatment. Give us a bigger render distance. Get him trapped in the corner. Corner snipe. Okay. I mean, yeah, I know I could see that. Which is probably how they've managed to get away with, like, the backstories and that being the kind of darker undertones, is that it's like, yeah, it's fantasy violence, but like if you're actively going around, like, I don't want to say murdering people, because to a degree you're not, but you know, kind of like doing the ancient weapon creation or doing the ancient weapon firing, like they were like wars. So like to be like, oh yeah, we're gonna actively have people fighting in wars, it might not work, you know, versus some of the other stuff. Again, I don't think like we need like individual games for like specific Pokemon. So like we don't need like a Mewtwo game or a Darkrai game, you know. But having games that explore different areas, because there's just so much potential with, like, you know, we've seen, see, and this is the thing now, we've seen, I was going to say the middle of AZ's life. No, we saw AZ's redemption, then we saw his death. It'd be so interesting to see the creation of AZ as a person. Like, to finish, it's weird to think about it as a trilogy, but it kind of, at this point, is looking more like it's kind of like a trilogy. But yeah, no, it very much depends on what it shows. But, you know, it kind of is just like, I feel like that's kind of the way it's going. So I think in 10 years, it wouldn't surprise me if we had a Pokemon game that was like the beginning of AZ's story. Because let's be honest, right? Realistically, yes, there is still a bunch of children getting into the franchise. However, the people who can buy your product, like, realistically, are adults. Like, again, Pokemon's been going on for so long now that it's like, I would argue, like 80% of the people who buy the games are young adults to adults who have been playing the games for years and continue to buy them. Why not cater towards them and do like a slightly different like angle on the games? Because let's be honest, the human population as a total might still be going up. However, it is definitely an aging population. So it makes sense to try and capitalize on that by focusing more so on the adult side of things. And I don't mean like an adult, like a rated 18 Pokemon game, but I just mean a game that just shows the darker side a bit more, you know? Up the rating to 13 plus, or, you know, parental supervision advised type thing. It's just one of those things where it's just like, I feel like it could do rather well. Because especially if you consider the game to take like 3 years to develop, 4 years to develop, like you're going to be, the people who you're targeting now are going to be older, and then the people who have like grown up with it are also going to be older. It just, to me, I just feel like it's a missed opportunity with how like vast these games are with lore to not like take advantage of some of the darker side of the game to sell to more the young adult to adults. Because again, like, my brother has been playing it since the beginning, and he's what, he was 40 this year, and he's been on it from the get-go. So, like, you know, don't get me wrong, there is still, you know, you keep the TCG relatively friendly, you keep the mainline games, but like give us a bit darker and grittier side games. That's what I think I want. I think that would be really nice as a change of pace. Welcome in, Cloud. Hope your weekend was good. Your Monday's off to a good start. And I unfortunately I did look into last night the chat situation. However, I couldn't get it to a style that I liked, so I thought I'd just get rid of it entirely. Actually, I don't even know. Is it still set up? I mean, it is. I mean, it might be okay. Why is it so high? Yeah, it's very high. But I couldn't get it to a style where I liked it. I don't get me wrong, I like it how it is now, but on other scenes it doesn't work as well. I don't want to have to worry about like customizing it for each individual thing. I mean, I do believe it is still set up where it should. Oh no, I didn't. I got rid of it. That one. No, not that one. That one. Then that count for that? Oh yeah. Yeah, it does. So there you go. We'll leave it like that. We'll leave it like that. It should be okay. But yeah, it's... Man, I did absolutely nothing today at work. It's one of those things where it's like, I feel bad for not doing anything, but I'm also like, my boss should know that the work he gave me on Wednesday wouldn't keep me busy for 3 days. And it was just like, I felt bad, but then I'm also like, well, what's he expecting me to do? Just like make up work for me to do? So instead I ended up planning more of my trip stuff. Looking more into things to do on my long holiday. But no, exactly. I'm getting paid. That was my thought process was, hey, at least at the end of the day, I am getting paid. Right, now it's fixed. Now it's fixed. I knew it wasn't quite correct. Key is to look busy even if you're on. Oh no, I was sitting on my chair just like doom scrolling for the entire day. Like there was actively nothing for me to do. There was literally no one else in the office though. Like I didn't even like pretend to look busy because it was just me in today. I did like the minimal amount of kind of things that I could do. And it was like me like really trying. But I was like, not really anything for me to do. don't know. So I ended up discovering that the booking for the bullet train opens a month beforehand. So I was like, so now I know I need to make sure a month before I need to use it to pre-book. And I also garnered rough cost for the entire holiday my entire cost for travel. Very boring things at the end of the day, but stuff that I know I'm going to need at some point. So I might as well do it while I'm getting paid to be at work. No, they only open 30 days in advance. So you can only book 30 days in advance. So it's like, I can't book for January. I can't book for October. I can book today up until basically today, the 24th of September is opened. But then anytime after that, it's not open. So I have to wait. And it's not like it's busy because, you know, you can book it, and it's not like the price is different either. But for example, like if I wanted a seat where I could look at Mount Fuji, you kind of need to book that in advance because that kind of stuff gets booked up quite quickly. So I think from Tokyo to Kyoto or somewhere like that, you want to be on the left-hand side of the train, and that typically gets booked up quite quickly as Mount Fuji. But it's not as expensive as I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought it was going to be a huge amount of money. It isn't as bad as I thought it was. I was thinking it was going to be like 1,500 quid for the trip. But it's not that bad. Keep in mind, it's basically 50 days of travel. And I'm looking at about £1,000 for it, which I don't think is too bad. I was hoping... Not fair that you guys can just pop in and just start attacking me without any cooldown. And that's also not fair that you can just spawn in my way. If alphas pop up after this, I am in trouble. Stop getting in the way. Oh my god. Let's run away. I mean, it's the same with the hotels. I mean, wow, really annoying. No, it's the same with the hotels. Granted, I've booked. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that kind of stuff. I booked very much business hotels, and I think for 30. No. I've got 13 days there. So, yeah, for 36 days? 30, add 3. Yeah. So for 33 days, you know, no food, just a room, came out to about £1,300, about $1,500. Granted, my ski hotel is costing me an awful lot more, about the same price for 13 days, but that is also half board, which means you basically get breakfast and dinner. And I was like, okay. Oh, there's Spiritomb up there as well. But yeah, no, it was a case of I was pleasantly surprised with how cheap it was realistically for the amount of days that I was spending. But, you know, at the end of the day, it is a cheaper experience overall. Basically, of these. It's annoying that once you're discovered, that's it. Like, they spawn in and they know exactly where you are. It's like, you didn't know where I was 30 seconds ago. Did you, like, instant pop that? Oh, yeah, it's nice. I'm really looking forward to it. And they're gone. Oh, I need a secondary one that pops that just guarantees the alphas. What I really need. I'll be honest. I don't think that the dual streaming makes a massive difference. I was hoping that it was going to be like, oh yeah, you know, the streams get double the amount of views. The streams, you know, and it's just really not. As a matter of fact, I think, it's still saying it's going. I mean, it could also 100% be the game that I'm playing. People could very much not care about Legends Arceus anymore, which is possible. I love the game though. Such a cool game in such a cool area. Got two, or yeah, I got at least 2 yesterday, but again, it doesn't differentiate. Problem is that I think my short stream is either down or it's fine. It's just bugging out. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I mean, it should be. It is doing something. But again, shorts, I just feel like is so. I don't want to say useless, but it's so. The culture on shorts isn't kind of the same culture you would find on a full stream. It's a nice idea. However, I don't think it is particularly game-changing. The thought process with anything is obviously like, there's a lot of eyes on shorts. But the problem is, it depends how YouTube is counting the views. Because if it counts each time you scroll as a view, then yeah, it might get 1.5 trillion views. However, you might only actually watch 1 or 2 things all the way through before leaving the platform. So then it's like, how many views really did you get? Like, yes. Because again, I'm the same. I blast through a bunch of stuff. And if each time something pops up, it counts as a view, it's very different from it popping up as a case of like, I think on shorts you have to click watch stream to then comment or see anything, which again is a very interesting way of doing it, or at least it used to be like that. I can't say for certain that it is definitely still like that, but I can definitely say for certain it used to be like that. But I hope it goes well, Cloud. So need to dismiss all of it. Video can't be monetized. Yeah, that's fine, because I'm not trying to monetize it anyway. It's hilarious that YouTube is just like, hey, by the way, you can't monetize this. And I'm like, yeah, I know I can't monetize it. I'm not actively trying to monetize it. Like, I went through and explicitly turned off all the monetization on these videos, and it's saying, now it's telling me, oh, you can't monetize it. I didn't want to monetize it. It wasn't like I was trying to monetize it. Oh, YouTube, you silly thing. Right, let's have a look. Oh, no, I don't need to do that. Yeah, but if you aren't making money, they're making less money. Yeah, but then why bother giving me the notification that something, by the way, that is unlisted? So all of these ones that it's telling me I can't have ad rev on are unlisted videos anyway. So it's silly that it's like, oh yeah, by the way, your unlisted videos that no one can see unless they click on it are set to not be monetized. You now can't monetize them anyway. It's like, I wasn't trying to monetize. So why bother? And I mean, you know YouTube is desperate. Not desperate. YouTube likes to push the, at least it does for a while. It did for a while. I haven't had it recently. But they like to push super chats, super thanks, memberships and all of that to channels. Obviously because they get a cut of it. But also because at the end of the day, it's just easier for them. But then again, if they want more money out of people, why make... Maybe because it's the AI nonsense that's like started recently. But channels that are just designed to pump out videos to get views, to get monetization, to then like pump out money. But obviously they're doubling the requirements for monetization. Oh, new horde. Shalpha. Shalpha unknown would be super cool. That's the wrong thing. Okay, that's not. One thing I like about the alphas is that they are aggressive, which is nice. Any more? No, just those. Just those. I might have to do a couple of runs where I just focus on that. I mean, they did go through and delete a bunch of channels recently that are just like AI focused, which is nice. It is nice, as it's just nonsense, really. It's good that they're focusing on getting rid of them, which is nice. But it's not the majority. Well, I mean, the majority of people probably don't care what they get, because again, the views on the AI content is what perpetuates the use of AI content. So there's someone out there who's always clicking on an AI video, be it young, be it middle-aged, be it elderly, but they're perpetuating the stance that you can make money doing this, which then drives more people to do it, and then it's just like an endless cycle of people are making more content because they're getting views, and because they're getting views, they're getting money, and then other people see this and then they try and copy it. Be it whether people prefer it or not. For a lot of the AI stuff, it is 100% quantity over quality, and for a lot of them, for the beginning, it seems to have worked. You got a new ZA Shalpha? Ooh, nice, Greg. Yeah, put it in there. Hey, Mike, welcome in. Favorite Pokemon. I mean, I'm going to pick the line because I have the best memories with the line, but it is 100% the Chimchar line. My younger days playing Pearl and Platinum, I was primarily a Chimchar user. I just have the best memories with Chimchar, Monferno, and Infernape overall. Outside of that, I mean, you know, I love the 4th gen starters. They are my mons. Outside of them, though, not really a huge amount, but it's just primarily those ones. Rampardos is a good pick, though. Yeah, I like the fossil mons. I like a lot of the fossil mons. The only fossil mons I don't like are the Gen 9 fossils, because they suck, in my opinion. Horrible designs. No, I'm just not a fan of the mismatch. I'd much prefer it if they let us have the correct forms of both mons and also those, like, half ones. Because I like my fossils being dinosaurs. Most normal people do Cloud, not everyone does. Most normal people do, but not everyone does. Like, an elderly, you know, no offense to the elderly, but an older person who's just watching YouTube isn't worried about quantity, isn't worried about quality. They just want something on, so they'll just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. And they don't necessarily care about any of it. And that's, at the minute, that's the primary market, I think, towards AI content, is the old people who don't know, can't tell, things like that. Now we just need to get you a plushie. I have plushies. The problem is I have the wrong starters in plushie form. I have Tepig and Totodile, which are, I like them, but they're not like my favorite. I also have Giratina, and I bought me a Psyduck as well. Not a huge amount, Greg, but it isn't just like solely focused to YouTube, the AI, the horrible AI content boom, is it? It's on every platform, Facebook, it's everywhere. Why is it that some of them, when they pop out, know exactly where you are, but some of them don't? Don't do this. Stop doing this. This is the problem. When I get into this mode, it's hyper-focused to make sure I don't die to stupidness. Like that. Like, why focus on the mon that's miles away from me and not the mon that's, like, super close to me? Also, like, if mons are going to keep popping out of balls, like, give me better balls. Like, why is it I can goop them down? These have the best chance of catching these mons, yet it doesn't work. I have to actively run away. Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare. Okay. I thought it was coming straight at me. Because, like, if you can't catch these mons in, like, the first time, then one of them pops out, and then all of a sudden they all know where you are. And then you're stuck fighting, like, a 5-on-1 battle, and you just physically cannot do it. It sucks. I hate it. Like, yeah, cool, the jet balls, cool idea. If they don't catch them first time, they pop out. And the catch rate's so low. Like, it sucks. I hate it. And they pop out. Oh, all of a sudden he knows where I am. Like, I'm a mile and a half away from these mons. Like, I'm using, like, without a shadow of a doubt, the best technique to capture these things in the game. Like, it is almost like a guaranteed capture, yet they just won't get caught. Like, there's physically nothing else I can do, like, differently to guarantee the capture. And the worst part is because I play with one earphone on, I cannot hear if they're on the left-hand side of me and they get out of the ball, and then it's them coming from that direction. I just can't do it. Makes it really difficult to figure it out. Yeah, I'm glad I don't worry about catching, worrying about buying plushies, which is good because I don't have the money for it anyway. That's the other thing YouTube likes to try and do, is always going, you can put more ads on your streams. I'm like, yeah, I would much prefer to run 50 ads on the stream, but like, what's the point of running 50 ads on the streams if the watching, like the view is just horrible and it's not fun to watch? Oh, a new video that is just done that can't, that was months ago. Oh, I went up in views for the, well, no, actually, that's not the first stream. That's not the first stream back. I won't get that data until tomorrow. It sucks because it's like, oh yeah, you get no, not even 3p. It's 0.03p, isn't it? No, 2p, 3p. Yeah, I get 3p a day. A whole 3 pence. If I'm lucky, because I streamed, it might go up to 10p. If I'm lucky. What am I doing on these? 20, okay. I'm not so keen on like the underwater fossils. Dinosaurs I am. But I'm not one to sit and prospect a bunch of I'm probably gonna get the bronzons actually. Berries I can get. Like, for some stuff, it seems to work. For others, it seems to not. That reminds me, actually, I might need to treat myself when I come back to get more stuff. Where's this last one? Just trying to think. Not all of them. I mean, you've got, I would argue, you got Tortuga. You got the original 3. You got Lord Helix. You've got Kabuto. Could you argue? I guess you could argue armor is, but like Lilip isn't. Lilip isn't. Because it's a plant technically, so I wouldn't count that as underwater. You reckon? Oh, I don't want to do this. I've literally got no good mons on me. I see a shiny. No, that can't be shiny. There's no way in hell you saw. Get caught and we'll be fine. Oh no, what happened to your big friend? I need to go and buy more goop balls. Okay. Maybe I can make some ocean sponge? I mean, it could be. It very much could be. But I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, you got the Rampardos. You got the Gen 4 ones. The Gen 5 ones aren't water, right? What am I thinking Gen 5? I mean, one of them is, so that's 50%, because Aerodactyl isn't, but Tortuga is. And then you've got Gen 6, which is dinosaurs. I think it's about 50%. I think it's 50-50. I think it is a decent balance. I don't want to account Gen 9 because I don't like the Gen... oh no, Gen 8. Gen 8? I think my Gen's confused. The Galar ones. Wait, did Gen 9 even have new fossil Pokemon? Oh, I need to do my boxes. I mean, they might not count as dinosaurs, but they definitely don't count as water ones. Right, where am I going from? Because I definitely don't think I organized my ones. Still think all my ones are kind of mismatched here. Oh no, I do have a shiny unknown. Weasel was where it ended. Is a shame. I wonder what shinies I'm going for. My pastures are basically full. What do you mean nearly full? I had one box left. Silly game. I mean, at one point I was trying to organize them. Evolutionary line, evolutionary line, evolutionary line. And then it kind of got out of hand. A kind of evolutionary line. I don't know why I find this relatively therapeutic. One of those weirdly satisfying things. To be fair, a lot of these Pokemon were caught a very long time ago. Oh. Nope. And I haven't even finished organizing them. Arceus. Funny enough, releasing the God of Time and well, actually, I guess Pokemon, God of the Pokemon. Definitely not something I would be doing. think I go as far back as box. Shiny there. This is the last one. I think then after that is ones that I've used in runs and things like that. Oh no, this box can go as well. Oh, it might be 12. Yeah, I think it's... No, there, pasture 7. You can tell for a while I was hunting for a specific shinies. Even here, there's 2 shinies here that I haven't put with the rest of the shinies. There's another one. I have yet to get rid of a shiny in this game. Right. Yes, please. Give me all the loot. And sell the loot for money. I actually, can I just connect app? And I don't pick up a lot of stuff, but when I do, it's always nice to return. Shopman. Buy my junk. Tell me stuff. Don't need quite that many. Yeah, I've been slowly, systematically working on the clutter in my room. It got really bad, but now I've got it down a bit, which is nice. I mean, it can stay for the moment. The music is all right because it's Elo complained a lot about it. Elo wanted different music, so then I started doing different music, and now Elo never turns up. So might be time to look at a new mod for the channel. Hey Gavin, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hope your weekend was good. Hope your week's off to a good start. Ooh. Kind of want to do a mass outbreak for Chimchar, but I know the odds of getting Chimchar is slim, so I'm not gonna. How am I doing berries? 30? Okay, I can afford one. Let's do one. How's hunt going? Not fantastically. Oh, there's none. Oh, there's one. Go to the Chimchar. I like the Chimchar. Might as well see. I might need to try and farm some berries in the week, ready for next week. Shiny monkey. Big monkey. Am I correct in remembering that alpha Pokemon are guaranteed to be massive or massive? What's the what am I thinking of? Yeah, massive. Jumbo. Or is that something I'm misremembering? Okay, like, what's the point of having Ultra Ball if I can't catch one? What's the point? Like, that is physically the best odds for capturing this game, and I can't bloody capture it. Last one, or is there one running around? There it is. Okay, might be right way. Vanish into thin air. Or hide in the bushes. That, I guess, technically also works. And it's gone. I'm not even going to try Zubat. I know if I go to Zubat, there's going to be a shiny that pops up. I am not taking the chance on that at all. That is just bad mumbo jumbo. Oh, am I going to be really annoyed with myself? No. Okay. I've been really bad on keeping up with the Pokemon Center drops recently. I need to be on it a little bit more. I would have been so annoyed with myself if I would have missed there being a drop today. Would have probably cried. He goes, oh, I need to save money, and then also goes, I want to buy Pokemon Bro. I mean, I do on both counts, but still. The invitation products suck. I've not got an Amazon invite in 6 months. It's not been that bad. Does my internet keep dropping out? I keep having these, what I'm assuming is like micro drops, where I lose internet for like not even like a minute sometimes. And I've been getting it more and more recently. I did just recently update my Ethernet drivers, and I thought that had fixed it. Because I mean, I hadn't updated my Ethernet drivers in like 3 years since I built the PC. So maybe 2.5 years. But I don't know if I keep having problems. It's just the chat keeps on getting refreshed every so often. And it's weird because I'm not refreshing it. And it's not happening on anything else. It is primarily happening on the... on my YouTube studio. Very, very strange. I forgot today I was gonna do the tier list, wasn't I? We just had one. God, I don't think we got another one coming anytime soon. I don't think we've got one for another like 70 odd years. Unless you mean solar flare, which is different. But that messes with like a bunch of electronics. And I mean, this has been going on for me for weeks. Upwards of like, well, before I updated, it was happening for like 2 weeks before I updated my drivers, which was a bit before the solar eclipse anyway. So I don't think it was that. And I don't know if anyone else in the household had been getting it. it was just, I was talking on Discord with my brother one evening, and then it just dropped out like 3 times within like a 10-minute span. It wasn't like it dropped out for very long, but it was just like in the middle of a conversation, dip, and then it would come back in like a minute, and then it would dip again, and then it would come back. I tried replugging in all my connection. The only thing I didn't do was reset the router. But I was like, I'll try everything on my end first before going down that route. Also, I'm a bit annoyed because we were supposed to... Oh no, that is now working. As I say, I did an install the other day. We were supposed to be getting like a gigabit download. And I wasn't getting anywhere near that. I was getting like 100 meg. And I was like, that's weird because I should be getting like 8 times what I'm getting at the minute. It just wasn't working. Now it's back up to normal, it seems. I'll go and check Unknown again. I like checking Unknown. I like this run. It's a fun run. No, so Wednesday, I'm doing a Nuzlocke run of some kind. I don't think I've decided what game I'm doing a Nuzlocke run in yet. I don't want to continue my bird-only run. I think I just want to do just a standard Nuzlocke run in a game. I'll use the same kind of rule sets that I used previously, or for the bird-only run, but I'll just do it in a different game. Or I might do it in the same game, but just not like bird-only. That actually probably makes more sense than trying to confuse myself even more. But no, so in regards to the tier lists and basically the videos that I was planning, I think we're going to start them on Friday. And basically I want to use it as a test to see how long it would take me to edit a video like that. And then, because Monday's bank holiday, and then start it in earnest on Monday. And then go from there. But basically, with it being 2 uploads a week, after week 2 or 3, like the space between when the video is recorded and when they're uploaded is gonna be like 2 to 3 weeks, and then the distance between them is only gonna get wider as more and more get done. Yeah, it is a bank holiday. That's what I was half wondering, if my boss thought today was bank holiday Monday, because he was off Thursday, Friday. I was wondering if he thought it was going to be a long weekend and that he was going to do, you know, Thursday to Monday, take 5 days off kind of thing. But obviously it's not. Bank holiday is next Monday, which is good because it means Friday is payday, which means I lose all my money on Friday. But it also means I might sell stuff on my eBay store on Friday. But no, basically tomorrow I'm uploading a bunch of pictures of cards. I'm basically uploading more cards tomorrow. And then doing that. It's fun. How am I doing? Okay, I need to hope that there's some here. Nothing. The one time I'm like, oh, I should focus. Oh, there is Spiritomb though. I guess I've got to go up to the Spiritomb. I can actually fly here. No shiny. That's fine. I wonder, can I bait you guys in? Oh! The first shiny. Not a Shalpha, but we make do. I do like shiny Spiritomb. It is such a good shiny. New Horde, that's what we're after. This is going to get gnarly though, because I'm sure none of these are actually going to get captured. Man, alphas are just dangerous at the best of times, let alone when you've got them aimbotting you. That over there. Yummy, tasty food. Steak. One I can take on, I cannot take on more than one. See, that's annoying because you didn't know I was here. Right, I mean, there's going to be no more, so no new ones have spawned, so if neither of these... Oh, there you go. Ah, that's a shame. Got a shiny, though, which is good. Because we got a shiny. Not a Shalpha, but a shiny. It is a start. Actually, let's add it to the team now. Can I do this with you? No. Just a regular old shiny. No Shalpha. But we did get our first Alpha Horde. So to get a shiny on the Alpha Horde for on the first one is not likely. So we take our victories where we can. Yeah, I did, Greg. I got it specifically because it wasn't here. Specifically because I knew you were going to miss it. I do want to kind of go and get another shiny Magikarp. Oh, I need to check up on my order actually. Got a card yesterday and haven't had any movement yet. Sign out. Sign out. And then Purchase history. Awaiting dispatch. I thought so. Ooh, okay, we got the guaranteed alpha horde, which is scary. I mean, I could fight them. I don't need to capture them, do I? I can just fight my way through the horde. I mean, don't get me wrong, the first horde is 100% easier than the second horde. Oh no, it's one-on-one, isn't it? Oh no, it isn't one-on-one. It is kind of one-on-one. I was hoping for AoE moves. Maybe hydro pump? I kind of want to go for the second one. Oh, does it? Ah. And even then, it still only targets one. Which sucks. Tank it, Empoleon. Do I have any more berries I can throw? Yes, I do. What, fighting them? Okay, that's not fair. Wrong Pokemon. Need to get out of there quickly, heal up a little bit, and we'll go back. Oh man, don't get me wrong. Like, you can shiny hunt however you want to shiny hunt in this game. I very much just like to force it. I would say I'm a sucker when it comes to shiny hunting. I prefer the brute force method of keep going until you get it. I don't like it when it does that, though. Like, oh, by the way... Right, now I need to basically run away. No, okay. Yeah, it's an interesting mechanic. It just personally isn't my cup of tea when it comes to catching mons. second one, no shinies? Man, come on. There we go. Oh my goodness. I like the fact that if you're like globbing it and then it doesn't get caught, it definitely goes on the right back because there's no other reason to stay. I need berries, and if you ain't got berries, then I'm not interested. No, it's definitely an interesting way of doing it. And again, if you're looking for a specific shiny and you're not particularly, if you're time restricted to the point where it's like, oh, I need it within a set amount of time, I'm 100% getting it. I mean, it's like the, let's say it's like the soft resetting method that used to be, I mean, I did it. I can't deny that I did it. But it's very much like the soft resetting, where it's just like, you know, you save and then run back and then do it that way, because it's just a bit easier. And again, yeah, if you're time restricted, time constrained, you know, not wanting to spend a huge amount of time doing basically what I'm doing, it makes sense. Don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying playing the game like this, but obviously I understand this way of playing the game isn't for everyone. Now the Spiritomb, we got two. We've got two berry ones to go and grab. Go and do these as well, because I am now down to my last 5 berries. Do the berry ones, then go and do Spiritomb. And I love the noise these little guys make. Like, why run around like that if I physically cannot catch you? Don't get me wrong, I get you're gonna vanish, but like, come on. Little buddy. Run away from me. You've got my much needed berries. Alright, the next one is pretty much just directly northward. Yes. I'm glad my map memory is still half decent. You know, I thought as I get more confident in editing and making videos that I've got the Gen 4 only Let's Play that I did in Violet. The shiny only Gen 4 ones. That I could make a video on. Because again, that's the problem. I've got all the footage. Like, I physically just need to get around to editing it. It's just such a long process. Alright, Spiritomb time. That might be one that I try and focus on trying to do around Christmas. If I can upload it like on Christmas Day, that'd be insane. No, I can guarantee I don't sound like you, Cloud. I sound like me. Again, my thought process is basically to try and work on getting as much potential videos up as possible. Right, if I cannot hit you to stun you, you cannot hit me out from the water. That makes no sense. No, why would I want to target that one when there's one closer to me? I got this game. Well, I know what I sound like, and I would hope there is no one on the planet that sounds like me. Man, I love Spiritomb. I hate how Spiritomb moves. Don't get me wrong, I get that it makes logical sense. Like, it has to, like, drag its head to move its body, but still. Like, the attack should 100% disappear the minute it gets thrown into the ball. You're kidding me? This game knows how to get on my nerves. It's a child's game. Like, I physically cannot get any better odds at catching this, other than maybe being stealthy with it. Like, what is the point of having all of these buffs for catching if it's going to take me 15 balls and 15 globs just to catch one friggin' Spiritomb? Yeah, you just pick up the rock and walk off with it. I mean, yeah, you have to deal with the fact that it is... Oh, I did catch a Poundon. You have to deal with the fact that it is 100% going to try and murder you. But yeah, in theory, you can just pick it up and walk off with it. But no, so basically, the content goal for this year, for the rest of this year, is basically a combination of YouTube... well, tier lists of each Pokemon generation, and then the odd thrown in full run of Nuzlocke game or the shiny Nuzlocke video. But basically, I want to try and get as many of the tier list videos done and ready, so then when I'm on holiday for 2 months, there's still content going up on the channel. Because obviously there won't be any streams, I won't be in the country to record anything. So that way then at least the channel's not like dead in the water for 2 months. And that kind of stuff is going to start really coming into fruition next week. Where we, end of this week when we start doing the tier lists. Oh, which reminds me, Friday, rather than doing like a Pokemon Champions tournament-esque thing, I think if anyone wants to, we might as well maybe play Pokemon Unite. I don't know how everyone feels about Unite. I quite enjoyed my time playing it. And that can be the community game for Friday, because it's the first one. Luckily, it is a free-to-play game that you can download on the eShop. And I also believe it's available on mobile. That's fine, Cloud. It's fun because I get to watch me fail now on 2 different streams. But no, Friday, I'm going to set the tier list for Friday, and we're going to start them on Friday. That's fine, Greg. I believe you'll have to do the tutorial anyway, which explains it. It's not a difficult game. It's good. From what I remember winning a lot of the games that I played playing solo, so with everyone it should be fine. Now my only concern is I might run out of balls for this depending on situation. Okay, no Spiritomb. And the only one with any items is Paris. Yeah, it's essentially League. It's Pokemon League of Legends. Pokemon Dota. Whatever MMO, lane fighting game you want to pick, it is essentially that. But with Pokemon. I love it when they're gullible little guys and they're easy to capture. To be fair, I don't know how pay to win it has gotten. Because obviously I haven't played it in a really long time, so it's one of those that I think will be interesting to see. But no, just as a thing going forward, Friday will be Community Day, where we do a community game of some description. I was trying to think of what would work. I mean, realistically, the only ones that come to mind immediately are Unite and Champions. Those are really the only 2. I don't think there's many other multiplayer Pokemon games you can do. Oh, and raids. Yeah, that was it. That was the other one, was the Dynamax raids. I mean, we could do Dynamax raids this Friday. But again, I feel like I want to do something a bit different, and to me, Unite is that little bit different. And it might as well be it's just a case of, I don't know, Funtime Friday or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think firstly I want to try and keep it as above board as possible. I'm sure in the long term, I'm not sitting here like, man, I'm going to get sponsored by the Pokemon Company tomorrow. I mean, I also don't check my emails, so who knows? But I don't think that's going to happen. So, like, I'm not that worried about, like, upsetting the Pokemon Company, but I also don't want to, like, paint a target on my back. So I'm like, you know, as PG friendly as I can keep the streams, you know, but at the end of the day, I am an adult streaming for adults, so, like, not massively, but as well on top of that, like, trying not to be like, yeah, I support, you know, emulation or anything like that. I mean, at the end of the day, we know it doesn't matter because some of the big creators have gotten sponsorships, and they 100% use emulators. So, you know, at the end of the day, I don't think they care about that as much, or at least because they don't go and explicitly say, you know, oh, I'm using emulators or anything like that. Maybe they don't care. But for me personally, I'd prefer not to potentially indirectly, directly endure the wrath or anything like that. But no, I think we'll probably do it in a 3-weekly rotation, if that makes sense. So we'll probably do Unite Champions raids. It'll probably be like that. And then, you know, we'll kind of pick what we're doing, what the plan is for like building a team around X for the champions kind of thing, you know? Ooh, I'm gonna go do Turtwig because I like Turtwig and he's got berries for me. You know what I should have done? Got more Pokeballs. I've run out of Jet Balls, haven't I? Oh, you're a big one. Who I can guarantee you won't get caught first time. Big Grottle. Okay, that's fine. I only lost one. I can live with that. Yeah, maybe a 3-weekly rotation where we go, right, you know, fossil Pokemon, or, you know, hey, you know, let's do Gen 4 Pokemon, or, you know, maybe themes. I don't know how well that would work, though. I always wondered if these events go on, that spawn in the berries, do they also spawn in more berries with them? Wondered. Please tell me I've got some more balls of some kind that maybe aren't heavy balls. I was kind of hoping to get jet balls. Guess I don't have any. Okay. It's fine. So if for instance a outbreak with the berries spawns a horde after the first one, does that then also count as having berries? Or is it different? I'm going to do this. God, these balls really don't go very far. Okay, well, there goes my cover. And it's gone. Great. Right. Stock up on Pokeballs. Stock up on Pokeballs. Don't get me wrong, the Gigaton balls actually worked quite well then, but my goodness, do they not go very far at all. Ultra balls, wing balls, jet balls. Is it jet balls? I think it's jet balls. Gotta stop pressing B to run. Sucks. Alright, Cloud. Well, hopefully you get your line work done. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good rest of your week. I'm good on gloobs. Good on gloobs. Right. I'm annoyed that that hasn't shipped yet. Because, I mean, it's just annoying that it is dispatched yet. I paid for it to be dispatched quite quickly. One of those where I'm like, I have my eBay set to 2 to 3 business days, but I always post it next day. I'm just like, it just makes so much more sense to just say it's gonna take you a while and then post it quicker than it say you post quick and then it takes ages. It sucks. I don't like it. Because then at least everyone's like, oh wow, it posted super quickly. Obviously the only times it doesn't work as well is well, no, it's business days anyway, so like the weekend, for instance, makes it much easier. Ooh, not doing too well on the Mon front. You know, I actually thought recently I was like, man, maybe I do want to, maybe I should think about opening up memberships again. And then I was like, no, if I'm disappearing for 2 months, I don't want to open up memberships and then just be like, hey, become a member, and then be like, yeah, I'm fucking off for 2 months. So if I am going to open up memberships, it will be after I come back. Which could be a good thing, because if I spend the next 4 months, 5 months, well, it'll be 6 months in total working on content, maybe people will be more likely to want to become members. We'll see. Oh no. Too much money. Too much money. And I'd love a Star Raptor. Love me Star Raptor. I do. I really do. Man, thinking of that. I saw the John Cena scene from Coyote versus Acme, where he's talking to Tweety Bird. Oh my god, it's funny. I thought I saw. Are you tar? I tar. So funny. I don't pay you to think you tea. I pay you to tea. Man, John Cena, I think, is such an underrated just actor in general. I only saw the clip of it, but my god, it looks like it's a shame that Warner Brothers decided to shelve it, because literally everything I've seen of it has been like really good, and they reckon it's the best 3D, you know, real life 2D mix movie ever. The cartoon real life movie ever. I think it got really good critic reviews, and obviously a lot of people who saw it are really liking it as well. And what was the other thing I watched recently that had him in it? I went specifically to watch it. What was it? Was it Ricky Stennis or whatever it is? Got Zac Efron, John Cena, a comedy guy, and someone else. That was a good one. I think that was on Amazon Prime. That was funny. And then obviously he's in this Acme, Coyote versus Acme, which is nice to see him in because it's a bit of a comedy. But yeah, it's nice. Again, I mean, Dave Bautista potentially being Kratos in the is it the Prime show? The Amazon Prime God of War show? Because Ryan Hurst, the original actor, hurt himself. But again, that kind of thing, I'm like, yeah, it's typical kind of Dave Bautista kind of thing. But no, it's nice to see him kind of do other stuff. I think he's done. He's had. My words carefully here. I think he's had better movies than The Rock in terms of his character, because The Rock in pretty much every single movie that The Rock is in plays The Rock. Like, he doesn't play a character, or, you know, his name's different, but he's like The Rock. Like, he's got to do all these action stuff, and things like that, and he's got to save the day, and he's got to do this, he's got to do that. Whereas when you look at John Cena, he's kind of done a wider berth of things, and I think his movies overall are a lot better. You know, he plays the comedy relief very well. He plays the serious military guy quite well, because he was that guy in Bumblebee. You know, he has just, I think, a bit more range to him. So it's good to see him doing other things outside of wrestling. Now that his wrestling days are over, it's nice to see him do other things, and arguably do them quite well. At the end of the day, as much as people want to disagree, wrestling is acting. So it's nice to see him play a different role. Whereas I feel like The Rock went from playing The Rock in the ring to playing The Rock on screen, and there was no difference between the two. Versus, you know, Ricky Stennis as a... Oh god, I'm gonna try and do this. Stenicki, that was it. Ricky Stenicki. He plays a broke actor in that, and he is hilarious in it. I love it. It is really good. It's funny. It's not horror. You know, it's okay. What else is he in? Like, recently? Oh, Little Brother, I haven't seen. But again, he's not had, like, it's, to be fair, there have been some stuff that I don't think has been as good. But then I'm not like a huge fan of the franchise much anymore. But like the Fast and Furious stuff, like Fast 9, he's in. I'm a massive fan of that. He did Heads of State. I've not seen that. I've seen clips of that. I've not seen all of it. That looks okay. Obviously, Bumblebee he was in. Playing with Fire, another comedy. I haven't seen, but I kind of want to see. There's a lot that I'm just like... Oh, he was in Barbie as well. He was a Ken in Barbie. Like, looking at his roster, he does one comedy and one, like, serious film, action film a year type thing. So it's like he did Little Brother this year, which was his comedy one. And then he did Coyote versus Acme, which is more of his serious role. You know, he did Heads of State in 2025. In 2024, he did a comedy. So he likes to, I think it breaks them up. Vacation Friends, which I think is a comedy. I think he does well. Barbie. I just think he's a much better well-rounded actor. But again, he knows kind of his field, and he plays into his standard roles quite well. But no, I much prefer his stuff to The Rock's. The Rock was alright for a little while, but once it got past like 5 years of The Rock movies, and The Rock playing the same character, it kind of got to the point where it's like, okay, who's The Rock playing in this? Oh, he's playing The Rock. Oh, the character is a military vet who's lost a leg. Okay, but other than that, who is he? Oh, he's The Rock. Yeah, because Billy Random is going to jump from a skyscraper into the, you know, out from outside the skyscraper to inside the skyscraper to save his family from the skyscraper that's burning down due to terrorism. Or, you know, like it's always a kind of over the top has to save the day, has to be the hero. I don't think, other than very early on in his career, like his character has any significant loss. You know, like he hasn't. I mean, maybe Black Adam, but even then in Black Adam, The Rock was playing The Rock, just in a suit. His movies, in my opinion, just haven't been that good. And even in Moana, do you know who was playing Maui? The Rock. You know what Maui was basically like as a character? The Rock. Like, I don't think like it's his voice, and it's not like the characters. You know, some people have that really distinctive voice, and you can tell who it is from the get-go, and you know, kind of know what it is. But even then, like, I don't think it's a case of it's like, oh yeah, that's The Rock, his voice, I can tell who it is. It's like, oh, that's The Rock as just an individual character, because he's basically playing The Rock. Jumanji was a really good example of that, where I thought, oh, he's gonna play a different character. No, he plays The Rock in that movie. He plays someone playing The Rock. That's the best way I can view it. And the easy way you can tell that his character has to always win is basically because of his character sheet in Jumanji, where it's like, I'm basically indestructible. Like, could you imagine if they gave that lead role of the basically indestructible guy to Kevin Hart? How much more of a unique thing it would have been versus giving it to the big buff Rock. You know, it's like, oh yeah, you're the main character. But how interesting would it have been if it was like, oh yeah, by the way, Kevin Hart plays the big indestructible, you know, or the indestructible guy who can basically do anything, and The Rock is comedy relief. But that's not to say I have anything against him as a person or what he does. I'm not a massive fan of his movies. I think they're all much the same. Although arguably, I'm 100% certain he doesn't care what I think about his movies. Like, he's not going to go out of his way to be like, oh, I need to make sure that Pete likes my movies going forward. He doesn't care. He's making buttloads of cash. He does not need to worry about what people generally think of him or his movies. When you get to that level of wealth, you know, it's like, it does not matter what. I was going to try and gigaton ball these guys, but clearly that's not going to work. And we leave. This is why I hate trying to do some of these things in the open areas, because they're so difficult to manage. Oh yeah, you get seen by one of the Mons, they all know exactly where you are. Like, oh yeah, I'm hiding in a gas cloud. Of course you can see exactly where I am. I don't understand some aspects of this game. It's like, oh yeah, we have a kinetic link, so we know exactly where you are at all times as soon as one of us has discovered you. I get it to a degree. Like, you know, it would cool out enemy over there. But I'm still like, man, don't be such a tattletale. Like, if you didn't see me throw the Pokeball at you, just catch you, how do you know exactly where I am if I'm still hidden after the fact? Like, you didn't see me throw it, you don't know where I am. How come all of a sudden you come out of your Pokeball and you have, like, direct line of sight to where I am, even though I'm still hidden? And things like that. It just frustrates me. Little things that just get on my nerves. They get on my nerves and they suck. It's fine. It's a game. It's a children's game. Another one. Maybe a couple more. Been a while since I've done a proper 3-hour stream. And then, yes, then Wednesday we'll do Nuzlocke. Yeah, but I get that. However, you know that it's coming from behind you. But to instantly lock on... And the other thing that annoys me is they seem to sometimes just, like, speed through their attacks. Like, sometimes... So Dark Pulse, for instance, sometimes, like, when you first start, it takes a couple of seconds to charge up. But if they started charging it when you throw the Pokeball, and then they break out of the Pokeball, they, like, instant cast it. And it's like, well, that's surely not how that works. Surely after the fact that, you know, you've been in a ball for a little while, shouldn't mean you can just instantly, like, get it going. It's not how it works. It's not how it's supposed to work. Because otherwise, what I would do is I would tell my Pokemon to, like, start a move, and then the minute I threw them out in battle, they would use that attack instantly. Not none of this, oh, we're going to wait a minute, and then we're going to throw them out. It's like, quick, fire an attack. Maybe I'm just being too nitpicky. Although, you say that, Greg. I got a stone thrown at me. And I didn't know what direction it came from. And it needed me to go to the hospital to get stitches. I didn't know where it came from. Yeah, I think it is just rules and etiquette. To be fair, the anime does things so much differently to the game that I kind of wish that the anime followed the game logic to that degree. Because they just make it seem so cool. It's like, oh yeah, you can use a move to cancel out a move. And then it's like, oh man, that's sick. I want to use, you know, I want to use that move to stop that. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, that's not actually a thing you can do. Oh, okay. But I think it started in Gen 4 where Ash kind of deviated from just the attack-based thing. Or, you know, like parry attacks or things like that. And I'd love to do that. I'm trying to think, the closest we maybe got to it is ZA. Hello? Again, you know, it kind of is the case in ZA where it's like, can kind of do that to a degree. Because it's like, oh yeah, if an attack is coming, you time protect to ensure you don't get hit. But that's like the closest. It's not like, oh yeah, this guy's using Iron Tail, you know, use Iron Tail as well, and like quick time event it. I'm gonna say ZA is the closest we've gotten to what I would classify as an anime battle system. And you know what the worst part about it is? We're probably never going to see that system of fighting in any other Pokemon game going forward. That's going to be the one time we see that battle system, and that's it. It's going to be gone. We're never going to see it again. It's not making it to a mainline game. If we're lucky, it might show up in another Legends game, but I doubt it. It's probably just going to be 100% gone. Wind and Waves uses the A battle system. Now the turn-based stuff's in Champions. That would be good. That would be good. If they kept the battle system going forward, I would be happy with that. However, I do believe that there's a potential. As with everything, I think that it would be nice, but I don't think it's going to happen. Also, aren't we due more Wind and Wave news soon? I heard rumors that we were supposed to be getting something at Worlds. Oh yeah, literally 8 hours ago. Yeah, I see the one that you're mentioning. Game Radar Plus. Wind and Waves might not have turn-based battles. Game Freak veteran hints the combat system could change thanks to Pokemon Champions, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to use the Oh no, yeah, both Legends have entirely new battle formats, but these are the exception rather than the rules. But it doesn't say that it would be the Legends system. I'm just thinking, I mean, in terms of like when it's coming out, we are like a year out. I think we were supposed to, we might have been getting a, I think people thought we were getting a, see, this is Winds and Waves leak teases a hybrid battle system. Again, it's leaks. But yeah, we still don't know a release date. I think we're due a release date soon. I found that dodging wasn't really a thing. Like, it was so hard to get your mon to, like, follow you. Like, I would be on the other side of the arena, and it would just be so difficult to get them to dodge. I definitely think that, I think it's not amazing. I like the protect. I like the timing of protect, detect, those kind of moves. I think that's more useful overall than anything else. Oh, that's something else we could maybe do. Is ZA battles. Can you do those privately? Or is that online only? Oh yeah, no, 100%. A dodge button that was on a cooldown would be, I think, the perfect way of blending them. Because then you could have that. It would be on cooldown, and then you can protect to also stop. You can stop doing it that way as well. So you get like a cooldown that you can do either or. Maybe the counter to dodge would be AoE moves. Like you couldn't avoid Earthquake. You couldn't avoid I mean Surf you could avoid, but you know, ones that like are typically like big AoE. Well, maybe we'll do a 4-weekly a monthly cycle a monthly cycle of we'll do Unite, Champions, Raid, ZA, and maybe we'll do it like that. And then that way, you know, there's a little bit of everything. What happened last night at 10 o'clock at night? Oh, all my shorts got pushed. You gonna do private lobbies in ZA? Oh, nice. See, that might be the only positive of doing the short streams, is that it then pushes it shorts more. Which might make me which might give me an incentive to make shorts again. The only problem is I'm not recording the shorts. the vertical stream. Yeah, I did. It was weird. Let me move it up. So basically, the stream ended like the hour before the influx. The channel got 1 view. Keep in mind, the channel normally gets about anywhere from like 0 to 4 views an hour. Obviously, when I was streaming, it bumped up a bit. Going into the stream, it got as high as 25, and then it kind of flattened down after I stopped streaming. And then literally the hour after I stopped streaming, 10 to 11, it was 89 views. I'm just thinking shorts in general, Greg, I'll be honest. Again, I think not so much for this, maybe more so for the multiplayer games. It would be interesting. That's where I can foresee more clippable moments. And then I can also be like, hey, you want to join us? We do these. We do these, every Friday. The only reason I'm doing this is so I can get some berries, so I can bait them all in closer to me. Oh no, look, this berry fell out of my pocket. Too far. Good to know. Now we run! Get the right mon to run away on. I want to pick a fight with an alpha if I can help it. Okay, can you guys just get caught for me? Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking as well, Greg, is kind of not just for the Friday streams, just do them in a VC. That's not fair. You can't like spawn above me and then go, I'm looking down on you. I'm gonna say the other thing as well is like the games typically don't have any like voice chat capabilities. It would 100% be a voluntary thing. It wouldn't be a mandatory thing. It wouldn't be like it's a prerequisite. Okay, we're running. I am not staying around to fight these. No, why are you running over here? Yeah, because that's fair. See if I can bait them back over this way. I mean, the thing is, Greg, is that I will always be looking at the chat. So even then, it's not like it's they're gonna get ignored. Again, they're just well, even then, there won't exactly be a delay in the messages because they'll if they're listening, you know, they can join us but not talk. No one's like you have to talk if you're in VC. They can sit in VC and mute and then use chat to type. They'll get a response almost instantaneously anyway. Annoying. Right, I'm not going to stay here. If any more aren't spawning in, which I don't think they are, because there's now only 2 left, so they're not spawning in anymore. I am not going to sit around and wait for more of them to... Well, I'm not going to try and catch these. Yeah, I know I can't go any further that way. That's not the point. I'm trying to get these things to de-aggro from me. Again, I get that it's another thing that they have to do, right? It's a case of they have to... If they're playing, depending on what we're doing, if it's like an intense thing, for instance, we're doing Unite, and they're like, I want to go this lane. Oh, stuff's happening over here. I need help over here. That one might not be as good. But then I think there are in-game prompts that you can do to be like enemy here and things like that. So it could be that there is like a coalition between them. Right, I really need to get more stuff. Yeah, a ping system. I think in... Well, we're going over here to Carnivine. Yeah, I believe in Unite there might be a ping system. Because again, it's a multiplayer game. Typically in those kind of games there is a ping system of some description. So, you know, typically that is a thing. Gonna be one of those days apparently. Sneaky snake. Again, it's a case of that, you know, like I've moved away from where I threw the ball. How does it know where I'm at? How many have I got? Am I back in the double digits? I am. So, you know, again, at the end of the day, there are options. It isn't just limited to needing to be in there, you know? But again, it's also one that it will be 100% me controlled. It will be a case of there will be a stream channel, and it will be a case of, you know, people will sit in another channel and then get dragged down to that channel if they're playing. Because what I don't want is anyone just hopping in and being like, you know, any randos hopping in and being like, we're just going to be silly for the sake of being silly. Because then it means then it's just a hassle where I have to go, right, I have to kick them, and then I have to do this stuff, and it's just a little bit of a nightmare. Right, I've got enough to talk to you. Okay. Not my favorite one to handle, but we'll go and do it. That's another thought I had when you were mentioning randos. Yeah. Again, it's just an extra layer of protection. I mean, the only one who will probably be allowed to come and go as they will in the channels will be Elo. And I'll also probably make it so Elo can move people around in the channels as well. Just for the sake of it, just makes it a little bit easier if Elo wants that. And if not, I can handle it. But, you know, that's easily enough a permission that can be revoked or given type thing, you know. Just like using you as an example, it would be like, right, well, Greg we know isn't going to be an absolute idiot, so we'll give Greg permission to join the channel and, you know, things like that, directly join the channel, or, you know, just so then it's just like, right, well, we know Greg's going to play, so if Greg's up for playing, then Greg can join, you know, that type thing. Versus being like, you know, Billy Rando, who's just joined the Discord today, wants to hop in the voice chat because they hear we're in the voice chat and say something silly. They're not going to get the option to join the voice chat. To be honest, I haven't messed with them either. I just know that it's just like I've messed with them with like family and that, so I know I can kind of drag and drop. See how annoying is that the mon can be stunned pre it even doing an attack, and its attack still works anyway. We're running. I cannot apparently handle slow moving attacks. Didn't lose any of the mons, so that's good. But no, I know it's easy enough to manage, and it's one of those things where it's like, I'm going to have to run a test and make sure that it all comes through the correct channels, and it's something that I can manage the levels of, and then it's something I got to be wary of, and things like that. But again, it's an easy enough thing to manage. Now, it's just weird, literally. Keep in mind, these were all uploaded in 2022. After yesterday's stream, for whatever reason, either someone went through a binge watch or they just got like recommended to a bunch of people. But it was weird. It was a weird jump. It'll be interesting to see. I'll check it in the morning, and see if if it does the same thing tonight. Because I mean, if it does, I'm half tempted just to keep doing it. You know, and my PC can handle it. Like I'm not. Nothing's too stressed. It's a little bit toasty, but again, I didn't reapply thermal paste after I cleaned it out of all of its dust. So, to be fair, it's probably re-dusty again. It probably needs a good clean. But you know, even then, we will see. I want to check to see how that done today. Abysmally. Great. I hate the stock market. It always fills me with a false sense of hope when I get a really good day and then it gets not a good day. No, I did put thermal paste on it originally. I haven't reapplied thermal paste. So I gave it a dust out. I didn't reapply thermal paste. I was thinking of reapplying thermal paste, but then I didn't because I don't have any. So I didn't. I might try and nick a bit from work. Just nick one of the little tubes. But no, when I cleaned it out, I was thinking about doing it, but then I never actually got around to doing it. Yeah, I don't think I lose anything from it. Well, I mean, if anything, if it does, for some odd reason, boost my shorts views in the algorithm, then I might as well keep doing it. Rhyhorn ones. It was just really interesting because I was like, oh man, me not streaming for a month is going to really tank my views. And it didn't. And I'm like, oh. So basically, my views are stagnant. The me streaming makes no difference realistically to my average monthly views. I mean, don't get me wrong. To be fair, it went from about 80 to 100 daily to yesterday when I streamed. It went up to 217. So maybe it does have an effect on it, but not as like as prominent as I was thinking it was. The only thing it did affect was my watch hours, which makes sense because most of my watch hours comes from the streams anyway. Go get my little hippo pass. Yeah, maybe I should. I keep thinking, is it worth me putting in being like, having a pinned comment being like, where, you know, what are you watching the stream on type thing? Hello? Or where did you find the stream? I'm wondering if that one all the way over there is one from this outbreak. I know these little guys like to run away. Look at him run. He's like, no, I changed my mind. Oh, ported Pokemon gone. Now we gotta go all the way. I need to change that. Because I'm definitely not doing Rowlet resets at the minute. I might just get it just to say, don't forget to leave a like. That would just be easy enough to do. Email? A fun email? No. Dive, dive, dive. Try and pick these off one guy at a time. Which would work really well if they get caught first time, but Spiritomb rarely ever. If it's aggroed on you, it rarely ever gets caught first time. Come on. I'm going to use this rock as like hard cover. Okay, unless I get attacked by that. Okay, the one behind me is free. And now all of them are on me. Like, it doesn't move for a really long time, and then all of a sudden it goes on a fucking sprinting mission. A hecking sprinting mission. Nope, you're the wrong one. Oh no, I'm 100% certain Spiritomb has an incredibly low cash rate, but still, like, this is the best odds of catching in this game, and if it takes me like 15 attempts, that's just ridiculous. Like, it's the best ball, it's the best, like, stopping mechanic. Oh. This is bad. Oh, it's over there. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. To my rock. A funny looking rock. Hey, is there a Shalpha? I hit that one. Hey, how you guys doing? Oh no, I think I would as well. Okay, there's no more spawning. And the weather is about to clearing up. So we might as well leave. Right, I'm going to do one more outbreak. One more Spiritomb spawn outbreak. And then that'll be me done for today. Yeah, then we'll be back Wednesday. I think I'm just going to do a standard Omega Ruby. No. Yeah, Omega Ruby. I'm just going to do a standard Omega Ruby Nuzlocke. I think we're going to keep the same rule set as the bird only one, but I think we're just going to... I just want to do a run, essentially. I want to do a Nuzlocke run. So I think that's going to be the easiest way of just getting a run done. Essentially, my thought process is if I can get a run done a month, which... or a month and a half, let's have a look. It's just what, 4 hours a day. So what, 22 hours I think is roughly what it takes me to beat a Pokemon game. So 5.5 streams to do a run. So would be, yeah, 5.5 streams, which would be just over a month and a half. So I could get 2 done before Christmas. 3 at a push. Okay, I kind of want to do this because of the Teddy Ursa and the Alpha. The Alpha unknown. But yeah, it would allow me to get 2, maybe 3 done before December. Assuming optimally all goes well. You know, some of them might be quicker, some of them might not be. Again, we'll just kind of see. But then that basically gives me the time to then potentially edit them as well. So then when I'm away, it will probably just mean that I can then also have like 1 or 2 of those go up. Again, I'm trying to... in regards to that, I'm trying to think, does episodic make sense? Or is it just better to upload it just as a, like a 40-minute video of my run? Personally, I think I'd prefer it just to be 1 video rather than like 6. Because again, like I could do it like as I go weekly, but I feel like that's just too much work. I think 1 longer video would make more sense. No Shalpha unknown. I will get a Shalpha unknown. But again, I'm assuming it's going to take me 5, like on average. Like I'm not that bad of a Pokemon player. Like typically. Well, yeah, that's what I think. I think it's going to take me 5 to 6, even if I say 6 streams, so 6 weeks to do each. Let's say to do each game. So 6 weeks to do each game. I'm not going to do anything off stream unless I have to. But even then, I don't think I'm going to have to do like a lot off stream. So it probably just makes more sense to I can probably just about manage to do 1 every 6 weeks. Which would mean by Christmas I could potentially have 3 runs done. which would then give me 3 videos, which I could then basically do 1 a month during when I'm away. Need to go and buy more bloody globules. Yeah, which basically means January would be 1, February would be 1, March would be 1. But essentially, what I'm hoping is, so Friday I'm gonna record the first. We're gonna do the first tier list. So then I'm hoping the following Thursday that will go up. And then from that point on, it will go Thursday, Friday will be tier lists. Sorry, Thursday, Sunday will be tier lists. And then that leaves Tuesday to do any other day. But then I might swap them around. So then Tuesday and Sunday are the tier lists. They just feel a bit too close together for me. But then again, Thursday to Sunday is the same. Well, no, it's slightly less. 2-3 days in between each one. Because again, the idea is that I'm going to end up with a backlog of tier lists. And then if I'm uploading anything different, it will be on a Tuesday. Be it a Nuzlocke run. Because again, well, technically I've already got 1 run done. Being the original shiny only gen lock, I think is what we ended up deciding it was going to be called in Violet. Where we had Simba. Who do we have? Simba. Did we have Magneto? Was that? No, Magneto was the platinum playthrough. We had Simba, we had Gloria, the Hippopass, the Hippowdon. I can't remember any other team. It was Gen 4. Lefrog, the Toxicroak. I can't remember much. I can't remember anything else. I can only remember those 3. I mean, to be fair, I still have the game save. I have all of the footage. So again, it's then just editing that down. I mean, that was the first stream when I actively talked, I think in 2023. But yeah, very boring stuff. The problem is I keep saying, oh, I'm going to do this, yeah, I'm going to do this, and then I never end up doing it. So basically, Friday is going to be the first test. Because then it gives me Saturday, Sunday, Monday to do editing. Well, it basically gives me a lot more of next week to do editing. If I can get it, thing is, I have to get it to a point where I feel like it's okay to release, not to the point where I think it's perfect. And that's where I'm going to struggle. Because I worry too much about perfection. I think I just need to start getting videos out. And then going from there. You know, receive feedback, make changes, make the next one better. Upload the next one, receive feedback. And because there's so much time between each one, that allows me time to get feedback. Because then by Monday, I should have the first one edited, scheduled to go out Thursday. But by Thursday, I would have recorded / edited potentially 2 more. Well, 1 more. The first one I know is going to take a really long time to edit. But then after that, I think it's going to go a bit quicker. Once I get a style that I'm happy with, which I think is going to be one unpopular opinion Pokemon done in the intro, where it's like, you know, as we were speaking with the LO yesterday, it's going to be like Charizard F tier, Gengar, you know, whatever tier, D tier, and then it's going to be basically going from there. Use that as the intro clip, use that as the thumbnail, and then go backwards from there. Hoping for a Spiritomb. Doesn't want to show. Going at these Bonsly. Not here. I thought they were here. Is it off the edge? Yes. Down. I so pressed A. Yeah, I just think it's one of those situations where I think it subverts expectations and it's kind of also clickbait. Because like people who love Charizard will click on it and go, "Why did he put Charizard in F tier?" But then people who hate Charizard will be like, "Yeah, I understand why he put Charizard in F tier," or "Yay, congratulations, someone who agrees with me." I just think it's one of those very simple ways of like drawing in the audience. Like, yeah, I, you know, and it's easy. But no, I've got to do, I've definitely got to do research about the kind of editing style that I want for the video. Again, I did kind of I did kind of edit the chat so it would potentially work, but I just physically cannot decide on how I want it. Let me swap the scene over because I might as well show what my thought process was. So there's two options. One of them is to have it like this and then have the chat here. I guess for you to see, type in chat, but my thought process was to have it like this and have the chat be above my head, which kind of works. Right, you're not missing anything. It's only Togepi. But also then kind of doesn't work. I think. I don't know how I feel about it. I like the idea of being like, yeah, it's a live thing, you know, so you can join us live to be a part of it. But I also have it so at the minute the messages go over time. Which just isn't amazing. The list is actually kind of small. I mean, to be fair, at the minute, I've got it in a tiny window. I'm sure the minute that I do this, it's going to mess it up. Actually, it is already completely... Oh, no. I'm watching it on the stream. So, like, I can have it huge. But even then, it still feels kind of small. So I need to figure out the optimal way of displaying it. To be fair, you don't see half the sprites though. That's the thing, because these are all the sprites. So you're like on a very small subset of the sprites anyway. So I mean, I need to figure it out. I need to figure it out a bit. But that's primarily what I'm going to be working on over the next couple of days. I don't know if the chat also... Oh no, the chat should work. Yeah. Chat should be working. I don't know why it's not. Because it's working on the other one. Maybe zoom in a bit on the left side. I mean, I can do this. But again, it's going to probably fill up, what, 150 maybe? The problem I have is I don't want the cogs showing. So then it would be more like this. the problem with doing stuff in real time. People who hop in are like very confused on what's going on. Because then the thing is then I scroll down and then the sprites. Well, no, that's the thing, Greg. I don't have to do a lot of scrolling down. Because to me, I can see where they start. I can see where they start here, so I can just pick from the start. So we can do it like this. I can see the sprites. You can't see the sprites. And we go like that. That then potentially. I don't have to do any scrolling because I'm just going to pick from the top anyway. Do it in chronological order. So the only thing is you see the pin images, unpin images thing down here, unless I scroll up a bit more. Again, I can make this wider. And then maybe zoom in one more. Again, so you can see all of the tiers here, but I can see and pull up the mons. The only problem is as they get bigger, like there's gonna be more rows. So it's like I think coming back to like 125 here would probably be a happy medium, where it's like a good in between both. That make it wide like this. I mean that could also work. Nothing at the moment, Finn. This is testing setup. I mean, eventually it will be Gen 1 mons. Going through and ranking every single Gen 1 mon. Oh, now it's working. It wasn't working before. Why was it not working before? Now it's working. So this is what I'm thinking. Do we keep the chat here? Or do I move it elsewhere? Again, the messages will disappear. My concern was like really long messages. Although I think it kind of blocks it to set length anyway. So then I can kind of do it like this. And then the messages just roll up and they disappear over time. But I don't know if it's too distracting that they're on screen. And now that I've done that. I mean, like, why? I mean, I can have it higher up. I don't know if I can get it to go like wide. So then that way it's like not blocking up much of the screen. Like just have it like be the top two. So have it be like the last two messages. But again, I feel like that's not brilliant to have it either. Again, like I can move all of these. Now it should be fine lengthwise, but again, I just don't want it to be the main focus. So actually, the other thing I did, which I think I don't think I like the fact that there's an opacity on it. I turned the opacity of it off. I think I prefer it with an opacity. But yeah, essentially that is that. So that'll be Friday. And again, I mean the chat. I mean it's going to be exactly the same on both, but that is the thinking. And I mean if that works, I don't know if it's going to work for everything. It might need tweaking after this. We'll see. We'll get halfway through this and see how it goes. It might be that I have to zoom it out, which is a pain, but it's not the end of the world. Like, out, it then just makes it a bit bigger. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, though. It might be that it the first one's gonna be rough. Like, we all know it's gonna be rough. And not in the dog kind of way. Very rarely does anything I ever do go right first time. But yeah, again, I also have the scene set up for shorts as well. Not that many people see it, but I also have it for the short stream as well. So it will kind of be happening on all fronts. But the shorts one, again, I think I'm going to need to tweak now because zoom in. Has the music stopped? Yes. How long has it been stopped? Because that is definitely not great. Back, is it working? No. There we go. I think it just got to a point where the music, for some reason, has been edited out of the video because it was dead quiet. Like, it's paused, but I don't understand how it got paused. Like, there is physically... I didn't pause it, so how on earth it got paused, I don't know. I've not been on that tab for ages, so I'm very confused. Stopped. Come on, one last Spiritomb. There we go. Let's go and see if we get lucky. I mean, at the end of the day, there was a shiny Spiritomb today, so I can at least revel in the fact that I got one. You know what I also do think? I mean, as easy as it is to get subscribers from shorts, I do think it's interesting that my channel is very much stagnant where it's at, sub-wise. Definitely think that I need to do work to get that number up. That's enough. Oh, I did one. Thank God they make rocks indestructible. I was just about to say, I gotta be careful because extra sensory is probably the only move right now. Trying to flank. It's not fair that they're just like, I'm gonna charge you and then... Why are you running? They're just like, I'm gonna charge you and use Dark Pulse at your face. Or double Dark Pulse. Yeah, that's also fine. What a lackluster way to end the stream. Being assaulted on multiple fronts by Spiritomb. Well, I mean, to be fair, we did get 2 alpha outbreaks from each, well, from 2 of them today. So, I mean, I can't be too upset. What did I do? Like 6? 7, maybe? Is there another one? No. And a shiny. We did get a shiny today. This is the one thing I love about this game. And I feel like it's so underutilized. But the first person mode. Like, I mean, it is such a cool way to experience the game and the world. Like, I don't know why it's not more of a thing. But we did get a shiny. Cannot be too upset. But yeah. Well, that is me done. I will be back on Wednesday, where I do believe I will be starting the... Oh, no. The... I'll get there. Omega Ruby Nuzlocke, and we'll be doing that, seeing how well that goes. So I hope you'll join me then, but if not, thank you very much for hanging out with me this evening. I've had a great time, fun, and yeah, I will see you all later. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Have a good one. Bye bye. Bye everyone. Bye 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 bye.